Hey everybody, Dave on here and welcome back to the Angling Giant YouTube channel. Today we are at Woodhouse Grange Fisheries, locally known as Millionaire Mix. We're on the dog kennel pond today, peg 33, so we'll go up, have a look at his peg and see what we face with today. Here we are then, peg 33 at dog kennel. We're with the Bolondern Social Club knock up today. There's about 18 of us fishing. And this is us, peg 33. We've got my dad just here, Uncle Jason here, and my granddad just behind bridge, sort of there. So let's have a quick look at setup today. We've got waggler, hand feeder, little maggot feeder, 3 top kits. We'll just have a quick look at bait tray. We're keeping it ridiculously simple today. We have got some Lanes red maggots with dynamite krill powder on, plain Lanes reds, and then just some normal red and whites mixed. We're going to be having a look, see if these Lanes maggots are make a difference to us fishing, because obviously size wise we're going to get some. That's a Lanes, that's a normal maggot, so there is a big difference. So we'll just have a look, see if it makes a difference in us fishing. We're about 15 minutes off time, so we'll catch you once time's been shouted. Right guys, welcome. We are 2 hours into match and it's been very quiet. We've tried every tactic that we came prepared for, so we've had 13 metre, 6 metre on deck with maggot and micro. That's not proved fruitful, and then we've tried same swims with a 4mm expander and a 6mm expander, and we've also had maggot feeder over to island just in front of us, but no, it's returned even an indication as of yet. So we're just going to go back out with this maggot feeder and see if we can try his luck. The guy next to us has had a few just at right at island. As yet, nothing. I mean, it's still quite cold. I think we're about 3-4 degrees. It's 1st of March. There's been some good results off this pond in Oppens for weeks, but not a lot to do. Seen 1 or 2 fish be caught, but not to write home about really. I'm getting a few liners on that maggot feeder now. So that is a good sign. Obviously fish have moved into that swim up near middle of island. The problem we've got is we've got quite an heavy tip on at the minute, and there is a lot of gudgeon and small silvers in here. So you've properly got to watch your tip. You need a little indication. You've got to be striking at it, 'cause it could be a small fish. I'm not sure if a catapult will reach out there. No, not with maggots. We've got waggler set up as well, so if we don't get any luck at bottom, we can try a little bit further up with waggler. But it could be another quiet day. Unfortunately, as fish count, even as bite count for 2025 is sat at 0, so we've not had a good winter. But weather's getting warmer, so it can only go up from here. Tiny little indications again. We're probably going to get 10 minutes each cast. As I mentioned, we are fishing against my dad, granddad and uncle. I think my dad's had 2 or 3. Uncle's had a couple of bites, a few fish on, but he's lost them. And my granddad's not really my eye line, so I can't tell you what he's had. I would say up to press. Dino, my dad, is probably beating Lotter at the minute. So yeah, we're going to give this maggot line a good gun after an hour maybe. This maggot feed line up to island, but like I said, we've had a few liners for some fishing area, but what I'll do, I'll come back to you once we've got a fish on. So we've had that hour on maggot feeder line, and unfortunately them little liners we had at the beginning were what only indications we got, so we've had an hour on that and retained nothing unfortunately, so we're at just shy of 1 o'clock, so 3 hours left and still no bite. There has been odd 1 or 2 fish caught. Guy to his right's caught a couple of carp. Quite weirdly on that maggot feeder as well, just a couple of metres away from where we were fishing because we're sharing that island. It just shows that they must just be at that side. So what we've done, we've gone back to a 30-metre pole line. Fed some sort of a medium cup, half maggots, half micras, and we're fishing dead depth. And just a few maggots in toss pot to follow them down. But as yet, still no indication. It doesn't seem to have been a busy day for anybody at all on pond. Everyone's struggling. It's right, I'm not getting out there.
Joined the gun club. What? Joined the gun club. Don't like it when they can't grow.
So there's a great big carp just topped right next to his float. Just going to flick my rig. So I can't see it anymore. I'm just going to flick my rig towards where its nose were. But no, I think we missed that one. It's not had any of it. So as I mentioned, it's 1st of March today, Saturday, and we've got a match tomorrow as well. Yep, 100%. So that was his first bite at day. And we missed, I don't know if we missed it or if it might have been a liner or what, but that's the first proper bite at day. First time float's gone under. So what we've been doing while we've been on maggot feeder is just feeding that line. No rule against it in our club. You can pot in while you've got another line in. So we've been feeding this 30-metre line with a couple of micros, a few maggots, right on the spot where we're going to be fishing. And it seems to have brought some fish in. Because the small fish wandering, as soon as that float moves, I am striking. Might be worth just letting it settle a minute underwater. Well, not a minute, obviously, but settle a second underwater. I'm kind of wishing I'd brought a permanent marker just to mark that float tip. It's quite difficult to see out there. So because when I shipped out, they reacted positively to that little pot of maggots. We're just gonna give them another go. Might have been a line away because the maggots are still definitely intact. So we've got a medium guru pot on. And I'm going to fill that just below the little grey band on that. So just off top. 0.4 gram float, nice and light. £5 line, £4 bottom. Size 18. So I'm marked up to that empty peg straight in front of us. Right in the middle, just going to drop his rig in. And feed them maggots from a bit of a height. I'm hoping that splash attracts a few fish, but it could just as easily put them off in these conditions. So, we've had his first proper bite at day, and we've actually hooked into one. Now, it don't feel like a big fish, but it's definitely a fish. Now, it run a form we've had. We'll take it. I think it's a little carp. Nice foul up little carp. And after all that, it's foul up and all. Yeah, shading tail. As you just said, it is foul up. So, we've not even had a bite yet. But, this first fish here, tiny little stocky carp. What that does mean, we're not blanking. So there's definitely fish out on that 30-metre line, so we're going to go back out there. Try double white again. And just a small pot next. After a day so far of blanking, a little carp like that is a big relief. It does also mean that we're at least beating Uncle Jason. I'm in a bit of trouble with this 5 and 6 section today. Here's hoping it's our swim's turn to have a bit of a grace, the fish gracing us, shall we say, with their presence. One thing I will say as well, obviously, well, weather's been a lot warmer these last few days. We've had temperatures in double degrees, but that fish were absolutely freezing, so that water is definitely not warmed up yet. Yeah, there's definitely fish in a swim. I'm wondering if they're a little bit further up in water. So I'm just going to see how we go down on deck still. And if we are still getting them indications, I'm going to lift that rig up in air a bit, I think. There we go, another one. Oh, you've jinxed me. Look here. Just a gent next to me said he's on a roll. He's gone. Yeah, that could have been foul up. That might have been why we lost it. Yeah, so there's no action on them maggots at all. So we're going to go out one more time. And then we're going to have a look at it. Probably 18 inch. Go out one more time, and then if we are still bumping off, getting liners and foul looking, we'll look in water a bit. I just realised my chest camera was still recording. You might be able to see much, obviously, the angle I'm sat at. We're filming over there in the corner at pond, not as float.
Oh, you're joking.
So one of the ways that I test if we are getting fish up in water is just lowering my rig really slow. Either that or flicking it to the side and let it settle.
This rod resting. Yeah. Hold it round about the foot and it's not on. Like, it's in some line like that.
Ah, Jason looks like he's asleep, doesn't he?
On his phone. Been on his phone for about.
Nice little bump on that then. And a big swell just past us swim. So we're just going to keep flicking that line out to the side and let that hook bait drop through different layers of water. to another one. That feels like a bit of nicer fish. Let's take it again. Dropped off. So we'll have a look at the maggots. See if they've been in the carpier's mouth. If not, we're going to have to go shallower. No, not being touched. So we're going to go to a really shallow rig now, sort of 18 inches if that. If that will tell you. 15 inch. That other one were about 2.5 foot. Now, as we know, I'm very, oh, we call it khaki-handed, very clumsy when it comes to feeding with pole at that distance. What I'm going to do is fire a few maggots out. And then ship out over them. Now, hopefully, them fish that were foul looking themselves, like swimming through line and pulling it into the tail, the fin, etc. Hopefully this is going to be more at the mouth level, so they're more interested in taking bait. If there's no indications fairly quick, what we'll do is go back on bottom. And no one wants to fish for foul hooks, but if it's only fish we're going on, we're going to have to. Yeah. As I said, I am very clumsy when it comes to using long pole and feeding. It's one of the downsides to being so tall. You can't sit with your feet on your box. But yeah, any up-wasted maggots, we've got two little robins that are dancing round us, they'll mop it up. So they're not quite as shallow as we've got that set. I'll lengthen that a bit. I'm going to move this bulker shot up a bit as well. And we're a bulk on 3 droppers. Bit of grit on that top tip. Always clean ends of your pole. That bit of grit can cause no end of issues. So we're just going to give this 5 minutes on this shallow line. And then if we don't get any more indications, we'll drop back down onto the bottom. So hopefully we'll come back when we've got something on. Ah, monkey see, monkey do. I heard about them white wafters off Sunday.
Put one on.
Yeah. Here we go, guys. YouTube look. The greedy little bugger has swallowed that. And I can't get to my disgorgers. There we go. That's a carp, probably about £1.5 that. Nobody likes to see that though. Caught a keep now. Right guys, so as main camera phone's decided to give up its mortal coil I suppose it is, we decided to end on bomb, pack pole away because we weren't getting much. And it's gone round.
Come on now, Donovan, it's not that big.
When you've lost as many as I have, you want to take it steady. There we go. Or a couple of pounds maybe, sorry. What? Right, we'll carry on with this bomb for sure. So I'd only been out a couple of seconds and it went round. So we'll get this back out and we'll see if we can stick phone on charge, get some proper footage. Yeah.
What, this one?
So guys, we're all weighed in now. We've weighed a not so respectable £10 one. We've beat quite a few people on lake, but we've not come anywhere near framing or a section. Dino, my dad, weighed in £12, 3 ounce I think it were, and Grandad Baz has won Oliver Cup for today at £33.10. I fished most of the match today on 13 metre line with maggots, and we've caught 2 carp on that, so it's not been very fruitful at all. And then towards the end of the match we went into island with bomb and wafter. That picked us up 3 more carp. I think it were more sort of like imitating bread type of thing, because obviously bread's banned. But yeah, that worked out for us. My granddad's fished really well. I think he's come 4th overall, won his section, and he's fished in his margin most of the day. We're fishing out long, noticed a few swells in his margin. He's gone down in margin with maggot and ground bait, and had a 33 pound out of there, so well done, Grandad. If you haven't made it this far, please consider subscribing. There's going to be a lot more videos coming in summer, a lot longer than this one. Obviously we got plagued by a few power issues and things like that, and I'm a lot better fishing in summer than I am winter, because I've been doing that a lot longer. So yeah, if you have enjoyed it, like, subscribe, stick around for next time, and thank you very much.